Hey everybody, this is Aaron, prepping Ohio. Thought I'd take a walk along my fence line here, and just kind of look how the posts are doing. And yeah, there's poison ivy growing up here. It does that all the frickin' time. I don't put poison down, which I guess I probably should. And now I don't maintain this fence anymore because there are no animals in here. I'm not containing anything. It's more of just a barrier, I guess. These neat little toadstool things, whatever they are. Something growing on there. Kind of neat. And these little holes from the... This is an ash log. So I don't know if those are like those emerald ash borers that everybody had a big freak out about a few years ago. Oh wow, check that dude out. Where'd he go? Oh, he's gone. There's a big weird looking spider up there. Almost didn't see him, but here's a little inchworm. Let me bump him up. My fingers are dirty because I've been digging, but come on, maybe that's not an inchworm. No, that's not an inchworm. I don't know what that is. Some kind of caterpillar. Kind of neat though. Whoops. Can't focus. Back up a little bit. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. Hell, I don't know. Maybe that's what's digging the holes in the tree or the post. And I didn't strip the bark off here, which yeah, you're supposed to, but this was kind of done in a hurry. And there's something digging in here and living, and it looks like some sort of fungus. If it would focus, there we go. I don't know. I don't care either. This weird stuff. It kind of looks as, looks like, what's that called? Witch's jelly? And why isn't this thing focusing? Yeah, that stuff right there. It's real soft and actually spreadable, so I guess maybe that's why they call it witch's jelly. Oops, over there. Sorry, I'm kind of like looking around while I'm shooting a video, but I noticed something cool. This post, and then there's this post, and the next one has all this weird stuff on it. You know, those are just toadstool looking things. Kind of neat up there. All those dead cicada leaves and dead cicada, or leaves, listen to me, wings. And there's a dead cicada right there. Thank you. Glad you died, you noisy thing. And yeah, there's poison ivy here too. Easy way to identify poison ivy. It kind of looks like a mitten. Like if you would just, you know, like that, like a mitten. It looks like a mitten. 3 leaves. 1, 2, 3. On a little stem. And this, of course, will look like that. You can see they're starting to get the little thumb-looking things right there. Yeah, that's poison ivy. A lot of people have this misconception that poison ivy has red hairs. I don't know that I've ever seen that, other than the giant stalks. And I guess if you look in there, there's kind of, they sort of look reddish, but not really red. So I guess that's probably a misconception, but whatever, doesn't matter. But yeah, this post here has stuff growing all over it, and actually has sawdust on it. I'm not sure where that's coming from. I don't see anywhere that it would be any holes up here that it would be coming from. There looks like a little hole. If it would frickin' focus. Get in there. Okay, come on. Do your thing. Maybe if I tap it. Force it to focus. There we go. Hey. Little hole. Maybe that's... Yeah, there's probably holes throughout here. That looks like fresh sawdust. But I don't see anything like where something is boring in here. Anywhere. Man, I'm sorry. I know this is way out of focus. Yep, sorry. There, well, whatever. You can see now. So, yeah, I just thought I'd come take a walk and see how this is all going. This was supposed to be a cow pasture and then potentially a goat pasture. I have raised goats before, and goats are a pain in the ass, and I'll probably never do that again. There's a limb that's pushing down, which, you know, obviously that wouldn't be good if I had animals in here. I don't know if you can hear that in the distance. Well, yep, here comes kids, so we'll be back. So I just thought I'd keep walking a little bit here, and you can see my trail. This used to be a road, but nobody lives down that way anymore. It's all gone back to the landowners, and which I guess I am one. And I just thought I'd show you this devil plant thing that hangs over the area here. If you can see, maybe we can move some of this. Where am I? Okay, let's see if we can focus in on that. If it'll go. Come on, go. Well, anyway, there's these big long thorns. And, well, here's another one. This is a locust. Miserable tree. Actually, I don't know if this is a locust or a hedge, because looking at the actual tree itself back there, that actually looks like a hedge. Hedge apple. Actually, it is hedge apple, because I remember the big green, stupid-looking, brain-looking things that come out of it. People used to plant these real close together, and they would grow into a hedgerow. So I assume that's where they got their name, hedge apples, because they have these big, dumb-looking things that come off. But I don't see any of them up in the trees. Within a few months, they'll be everywhere, and they're like, I don't know, not quite the size of a bowling ball, but yeah, they're just big, nasty, brain-looking green things that are kind of gross to everybody. And the old-timers say that you take those and you put them on a plate and put them under your bed, and it'll keep spiders away. I don't know if that is true, but if it is, cool. I don't know. And here's my arch nemesis, multiflora rose. It has pretty flowers for about 10 minutes. You can see right here, if I can get it to focus, they're already dried up, and I assume they're gonna cast out 20 quadrillion seeds that are gonna make more of these bastards grow. Excuse me. Yeah, I hate those. I hate multiflora rose. Looks a lot like Rose of Sharon if you've ever had the shrubs in your yard. This Rose of Sharon, multiflora rose, the leaves actually look a lot like that, and this part of it actually looks a lot like it, but then you get this crap that goes through your shoes or your gloves, and yeah, that another miserable plant. So, yeah, just still checking the fence here. It is way overdue for being cut back. This is Virginia creeper. A lot of people think this is poison oak, which they're just dumb. Maybe they're not dumb, but maybe they're just misinformed. This is not poison oak or sumac or any of that crap. You know, it's just Virginia creeper. This is actually peeling off. And hey, look, there's one of those things. I don't know what the hell that thing is. That weird little. I don't know if I can see it. Of course, this thing isn't focusing. There we go. I don't know what that is. It almost looks like a centipede. Maybe it is a baby centipede on there. There he is. I don't know. Looks pretty creepy to me, but anyway, I was going to show you where'd he go? Yeah, well, that is a centipede there. That. I don't know if they bite or sting or anything. I've never really handled one long enough to know if they do. But this little guy right there, that's a potato bug. They don't bite, and they roll up into little balls when you piss with them, I guess. Maybe that's why they're called potatoes, because they look like potatoes when you screw with them. So, focus. Come on, focus. Focus. There. Okay. There's a neat thing. Yeah, there's a cool thing on this little maple tree here. You can see some wrinkles, like where he started to grow one way, and it looks like a branch broke off. That might have been like a primary branch, and it broke off, and maybe a little sucker come out the side and kind of changed direction. Yeah, he's just a little maple. You can see the maple leaves up there. They look like the Canadian flag. That's a maple thing. And I think in some of my other videos you could see where this was full of water and there was frogs and snakes and all that good stuff. Well, it's dry now. Funny thing, because it's been raining for the past 2 days, and I've had nearly zero solar intake. Uh, Especially from the polycrystalline. The monocrystallines have done a lot better. I did see 12 amps today on the intake. From the monocrystalline, of course. The polycrystalline was just starving. And it's still starving, even though you can see that some sunlight is starting to peek through. Now this is shooting through the trees, so the panels are probably in direct light, but here's a big old tree. There's a big crotch right there. I don't know if I can zoom it. Yeah, okay, here we go. Let me back out. That one of those will eventually break. My guess would be this one will probably break off. It's actually larger than this one. That's going to decay right there, and there's going to be bugs and stuff living in that. Can't really, all these leaves are blocking it, but yeah. So that's kind of cool. This guy would probably land on my fence. This guy will, well, depending on which way it falls, I guess. Hopefully he falls back that direction. Oh, come on, focus. That's what I get for zooming. And there we go. Yeah, got another limb sticking out here, which it does kind of look like it's starting to rot right there in that little crotch. And that'll come down on the fence too, but I never did put cows in here. I did have goats in here for a little bit, but, you know, I mean, it's a barbed wire fence. Goats can go through a freaking block wall if they want to. If they're pushed hard enough, they'll do whatever they want to do, because goats are dicks. Yeah, just checking the fence again. Looking good. Other than all the crap growing on it, I don't have any running weed eaters. So, and yes, this thing. Oh, I hate this thing. That's another multiflora. You can see these have already gone to the buds where they're making the seeds, which I think you can see that. And if you look way down in there somewhere, let's back up a little bit. Well, you can see how large all that stuff is. That's probably 1.5 or 2 inch in diameter, the main stalk. Something I've been meaning to cut out for a long time that I just haven't. Oh, these things are fun. Yeah. Where we at? Okay. Growing up, I used to call them whirligigs. They're just maple seeds. This is a water maple. It doesn't look anything like a maple. And has weird herpy looking stuff on it, or I don't know what you would call that. But, whoops, sorry. The bugs get in there and they make little nests in the leaves, and yeah, it's pretty gross looking, but these things were always fun. Let's see if I can get one to go. I don't know if I can or not. Probably not. No, they're too green. But anyway, in the fall, you take one of these things, and if you drop it, they spin. I don't know if I can do this. No, anyway. they do their spin, and it's fun in the fall, especially when they're full grown. And oh, hey, these are fun. When we were kids, they used to be kind of neat. Can you see that? Oops, come on, zoom. Zoom! That little thing right there. That's off a willow, which the willow's growing back here. That's willow, not all this other crap. Just back there, the darker green leaves. That's willow. Those things were always fun to throw at each other, I guess, when we were kids. I don't know. I guess one of the old wise tales was, if you find a willow patch, that meant that there was a settlement there at one time. Here's some more sticking out. Because people would plant these, like the settlers, like way before English settlers. They would plant these, and that's how they would make their baskets and weave all their everything. And so if you come up on a grove in the woods, that meant that there was some sort of settlement, like Indian, or I don't know. I suppose the colonists probably did this too. Here's a frustrating thing. Seems like the deer really love going through here, and they've gone through there so much that they've wrapped up the fence. And actually, right here, that's deer hair. That's, yep, and it won't focus, but yeah, that's deer hair. It's kind of funny in the summer, it's a lot finer than it is in winter. In winter time, it's really coarse, like real thick bristles. But excuse me. Here's another part where they were going through here, but I don't see any. Actually, yeah, right there's a hair. There's a deer hair right there. Yeah, so I guess they're still going through here. And they actually broke this strand, jumping across. And many times I've had to come remove deer from the fence, which is insane, really. They'll jump through, like their front legs will go through here. Maybe they won't see the top strand, and their front legs go down through here, and it gets wrapped around. So when they land on the other side, all of this is wrapped around their leg. So they lay on the other side with their legs stuck through the fence. And I know a lot of people think deer are cute and cuddly and beautiful, and which they are. Not cute and cuddly, but they are beautiful. You ever try to take one out of a fence? If you haven't, then you'll never understand what I'm talking about. But they're incredibly strong, and they're very fast, and I don't think there's any way that a human can really wrestle a deer to death. So that's probably why the Indians use bows and arrows instead of fists and hugs or something. There's no poplar tree that I cheated when I put a fence post in. This is probably 4 years ago, 3 years ago. You can see how it's grown over and everything. And that will probably cause that tree to come crashing down. It's a lot bigger now than what it was when I put the fence on it, but it's kind of funny how it went all the way around it. Really sure I didn't wrap the fence around it. No, whatever. Oh, here's a neat thing. There's an old house down the lane, and at some point we found this old doorknob, and of course that lock doesn't do anything, but this is the pole to the gate. But it appears that there are a bunch of those stupid ants living in there. Let me see if I can focus on it. Yeah, maybe. No. Those little bastards. Check this dude out, just hanging out over here waiting to get a bite. Yeah, those things are pretty miserable things too. I wonder if I can piss them off. See if they come swarming out of there. I don't know, they might. Well, nope, I see some carrying their eggs. So probably already crawling up my leg and everything, which is, I already feel itchy just looking at this. Okay, that's enough. I'm freaking out just looking at it. I have some friends that come down during deer season, and they brought these. I guess you put a candle in it, and they glow through the holes. There's one there, and there was one over here somewhere. Oh, yeah, he fell down. It's down in there, way down there. So it was kind of a funny thing, and neat, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, so this stuff too. This stuff always smelled good. Not sure if this is thyme or oh, maybe that's yarrow. Not really sure. I don't really remember. Of course, this is where I was at the other day when I found the berry patch that strangely come out of nowhere. I don't really ever remember there being berries here. And yeah, there's one. Look at this guy. Look, there's one too. Look at that delicious looking thing. Yeah, that's perfect. This guy here, that's pretty perfect. Blackberries are coming on strong. These are raspberries, and raspberries are gone really quick. And they're delicious. I'm eating them right now. Blackberries will be full blown very soon, within probably a week. And that's going to be awesome. Kind of got plans for, let's just stand right here. This used to be a yard years ago, and I kind of quit doing anything with it. because it was just a huge pain in the ass to mow anything here. And kind of thought maybe I could have all this baled, taken out, and do like a big giant berry patch here, like straight rows, you know, maybe 6 or 8 feet or 10 feet between each row. Take that stupid little water maple down right there, but it does flood here once every 4 or 5 years or something. There's a flood. Actually, years ago, sitting right here, I had a Firebird that was sit on top of an old Suburban frame, and it was probably head high to the bottom of the door windows, and it was way over that. It didn't float away because it was super heavy and just a dumb idea to begin with, but where I'm standing, a couple friends and I took a John boat way up through there, and where I'm standing right now, it was head deep. Well, that's back when we were kids, and Mom used to have big gardens down here. A crazy amount of beans and tomatoes and everything, and that year she put a lot of effort into it, and the big flood kind of turned her off from doing anything else down here. But I don't know, I thought about that, and I also thought about up where my willows are. I thought maybe doing big berry patches or something. I really hate those yards. I mean, it's kind of cool to walk under the willow trees, but nobody really does that anymore. Excuse me. So anyway, yeah, it's kind of nice to walk around now that the rain finally stopped and the sun come out, and very beautiful blue skies, like nothing ever happened. You know, there's a big jet thing there. There's probably remnants of one right there. But yeah, it's beautiful now. It is incredibly hot, and I can feel the humidity starting. Just walking here, I'm starting to sweat. So I think I'm going back to the house. I'll probably edit this and upload it. And hey, hope everybody enjoyed this. If you didn't, well, try harder. Alright, everybody. Hey, thanks for watching. So after I come back to the house, I realize that I'm in float mode. That's pretty awesome. So I'm going to do another load of laundry off-grid. And yeah, hey, thanks for watching.